Yeah. 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 Oh. 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 That was so out of tune. Sheesh. No. Joker of Babylon is now known as Crispy Drippy. Fishy friends in the lion's den. Grrr. Welcome back, Lion's Den family, to another live stream with yours truly, LionOfAllTradez. Rawr. Just know that this live stream is strictly, in my opinion, everything and anything that I say, in my opinion, yes. And the stream is solely for research, educational, and entertainment purposes. And now, welcome to the Lion's Den live stream. Fishy friends, crispy drippy, and many more. Live. And we're gonna go, yeah, we're gonna look at this loser. He does not know what he's talking about, yeah. How you doing? Let's start off by asking each other how your day has been. How's it going? How is your week? We only have 2 more days to the week until the end of the week. And then the end of the week, going into the weekend, and then the weekend, hopefully a good weekend, and then I don't know. Well, I like to say that that it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. Let me stop, yo. Hold on, because I'm acting stupid. I'm out of it from playing handball. I just came back like maybe 20 minutes ago. Playing handball. Which is more risky, Bitcoin or MicroStrategy? Gabe, are you really asking that question? Seriously, bro? Seriously? Pause. I know you did not just ask that question. Tell me you did not just ask that question. Fishy, check your boy Gabe. Check your boy Crispy Drippy right now. Are you serious? For real. You did? Gabe, when I see you up there in New Hampshire, oh my god, I swear. I'm joking. You already know. Yeah, exactly. You bugging, Gabe. Mr. Crispy Drippy. Drippy with all that crispy. That's a damn good question, but as you know, all right, look, as you know, Michael Saylor's company is solely based on Bitcoin, so majority of the majority of the market cap is, has Bitcoin involved. So drastic moves from Bitcoin, from my understanding, from my opinion, and just my hypothetical guess, anything that happens with Bitcoin, whichever direction it likes to take, it will go along with it. But in this case right now, because of what we have been seeing Bitcoin do over the past 24 hours or past couple of days, I said Michael's strategy, that's funny. I might as well just say Michael's strategy because it's pretty much his company. But the fact of the matter is that Bitcoin has taken a big downturn, and MicroStrategy, I'm just gonna say strategy, is taking a huge hit. It's getting smoked. It literally, it officially fell below $100. It's not a triple digits anymore. I think the last time I saw it earlier today, it was like $93. Oh, look at that! It closed at $94.13, down almost 10%, deep in the red. And obviously, we have both the two charts, strategy and Bitcoin. And as you already know, when you zoom out, it's as clear as day. Let's see, hold on, because I want to make sure it's at par. So you could see it's clearly evident, and we've talked about this many times. You follow the cursor, it's pretty much playing the same trend. Bitcoin does this triple top here from the beginning of May. So did strategy. Then it takes a dip. So did strategy. Then we take another another double top here. Kind of sort of just consolidated there, but then as why is my cousin calling? But then as you see, you have this big drop from the end of May into June, and then the same thing, but even deeper. So if you only knew, I mean, if we all knew basically how much strategy was going to drop based off of this big downtrend, the sell-off from Bitcoin, this would have been a huge opportunity for puts from 200 all the way down to 96. I think you would have probably made all your money back from all the other plays in the past. I'm definitely sure that would have happened. And that's sick. That's sick to me, because all these missed opportunities, I'm sure that, if we would have really put our minds into it, if we would have, really look at what the overall market has been doing, SPY, QQQ, the VIX, which is pretty much like the opposite of SPY, and usually, correct me if I'm wrong, you would, hear me say, oh, if your stocks is going down, please reference the indexes, reference the overall market, reference the SPY. SPY is going to tell you what's happening, or Bitcoin is going to tell you what's happening. And then if you see Bitcoin make this huge move to the downside, and this is on the 4-hour chart, you best believe that the other stocks that is correlated with Bitcoin, all the miners, like you can see it right here on this list. For example, you have Hyperscale. Is that Hyperscale? Hyperscale data. I know they're involved in Bitcoin too. I think they had the whole Bitcoin treasury thingy. But you can see here, even they've, they've dropped from like 60 cents all the way to like 20 cents. But that stock is you have Hive. Hive is another good example. I think that one is also isn't Hive also part of crypto? Could have sworn. Anyways, BTBT is more correlated with Ethereum in my opinion. I think no, yeah, I think so. Where are the other ones? Oh, here we go. Okay, here's Iron. Let me move this out the way. Okay. I'm just trying to look at the trend here. Okay, because Bitcoin, you don't include the weekends, so that's why the trend is gonna it's gonna eventually skip. You see? Let me go to the hour. Oh, there you go. Here's a great example. So on the hourly chart, all right, you have this move to the downside right here. Then right into today, then you have this big drop. Iron did the same thing, big drop, and then a big bounce from Bitcoin from 59,000 to almost 61,000 right there. Another good example right there. Perfect. We also have, jeez, I don't know what's wrong with this bird. We got another one, Mara. Mara's another one that I like to reference. The banks are selling big Bitcoin ETFs. Yeah, they've already made their money from the ETFs. I just knew that it was probably going to be one of those schemes that they were going to take advantage of and benefit off of just making these Bitcoin ETFs. When was this? Like last year? And then they were going to eventually make Bitcoin run up, and eventually at the top, then at the top they would sell all of their assets and whatever, and then from there start dumping alongside with their ETFs. And then people that invested in those ETFs will probably start panicking too, and then I'm just guessing here. Let me see. VCCM market cap BTC BT. I forget the other one, but the whole point is. Wait, can you guys hear me good? I'm just hoping you guys can actually hear me. I'm considering a buy on MicroStrategy, but I'm concerned that the banks will force Sailor to liquidate. Then there's honestly, like, I mean, it's pretty risky at this point. Instead of just like further, like risking more losses down the road. I would just, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. It's just a lot of uncertainty. There's a lot of uncertainty, and then there's definitely a lot of people pissed off at Michael, for sure. And this guy just continuing you know, to continuing to tell people, oh, hold, Bitcoin is the way. Da 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 da. I mean, what do you think about that, Eric? Let me know what your thoughts are, cause your nephew here wants more MicroStrategy, but I don't know what to tell him because I feel like Bitcoin has a lot more to go to the downside, and MicroStrategy is getting smoked. It officially closed below $100, and it's now a double-digit stock. It's not a triple-digit stock anymore. And it came all the way from where? Where did it come from? What was the high? Oh yeah, yeah. So it came from the high of 500 and hold on. Yeah, $543 a share, and that's after the split too. That's after the 10 to 1 split back in August of 2024, and this stock went from $125 all the way to $540. You know, did what it had to do. Bitcoin had its his rally too back in the past. You can see here. Hold on. Where the heck is this at? Oh, I'm on the daily chart. My bad. Okay, here we go. What is Honey saying? Are you pissed, Honey? Yeah, this is when Bitcoin made its all-time high. But strategy for some reason was going sideways, up and down. I don't know. Well, if you don't have a position in MicroStrategy, then I think you should follow your uncle. Because if he's not a fan of MicroStrategy, then you shouldn't be either. Especially with a scheming ass. Let me be careful with what I'm gonna say. I'm watching the Republic of South Africa versus South Korea. I don't know. I'm going for South Korea. But last time I checked, they were still 0-0. But yeah, I think, in my opinion, you should just stick to your uncle, man. He knows the coins. We all know the coins, man. And look, XRP went down to $1.07 today. As a matter of fact, it's at a 52-week low. It came down as low as $1.04. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? Today it hit a 52-week low. You better love your unk, because he's gonna take the belt and his chancla off if you ever think of getting into Michael Saylor's company and getting smoked. Because honestly, just look at that, man. Just look at that. Look how filthy this chart is. This daily chart. Let me zoom in for you. Look at this. And it had multiple attempts to break out of the 200 EMA and failed. So this is definitely a bearish trend. So don't even think about it. Not financial advice. This is, listen, I don't care what anybody says, but this is definitely the opportunity now. I'm just hoping that it does continue to go down. MicroStrategy, I don't know, people are probably still gonna be panic selling, and probably, you know, go to Michael Saylor's Twitter account and just saying a whole bunch of caca and whatever. Oh look, it's even trending right now. Oh shoot. Wow, what? Yo. Mira, hasta en Venezuela también. Un terremoto grande. Mira cómo dejó ese edificio. Oh shit. Mira. Mira, 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 mira. Oh my god. Mira, ese edificio ya como casi por derrumbarse. Sí. And California too. California, I know just going off topic, but California also went through a 5.4 earthquake, magnitude earthquake. Here it is. Well, not William. He's not important. But yeah, a strong earthquake struck the U.S. West Coast, triggering urgent warnings for millions to shelter in place during the seismic shock waves. Did you feel it, Eric? I was wondering about you and Johnny and look at that. Earthquakes shake Japan's coast, Venezuela, and California within hours of each other. Wow. Look at this. So a powerful earthquake struck off Japan's northern coast on Thursday. In a separate quake, a 7.1 magnitude earthquake shook Venezuela on Wednesday evening, collapsing buildings in the capital of Caracas. The quake in Japan had a preliminary magnitude of 6.9 and occurred off the eastern coast of Iwate, the Japan Meteorological Agency said. It had a depth of about 50 kilometers, which is 30 miles deep. In Venezuela, the U.S. Geological Survey said the earthquake's epicenter was west of the community of Moron, located along the country's Caribbean coast. That's 104 miles west of Caracas. And also today, a 5.6 magnitude earthquake shook Northern California in the morning. The quake was centered 7 miles north of Redwood Valley in Mendocino County, north of Ukiah and east of Highway 101, and it had a depth of 5.0 miles. Insane. God, that was today. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, so Venezuela was 7.1, California 5.6, and Japan was 6.9, I think, or something like that. Thank you, Mom. Insane. They get thousands of people are feared dead in the earthquakes. Thousands in Venezuela. Que posiblemente que miles, más de 1000 personas muertas. Porque hay muchos de ese edificio que están por caerse y todo hasta desplomado. That's insane. 7.1, I think. Was it? I think. Yeah. 7.1 y de Japón ni que 6.9 y California 5.6. A little bit. That's insane. Oh. Actually, yeah, I was originally, because it says what's happening, and so MicroStrategy is trending on X.com. So here, 8 hours ago, Crypto Rover posted that this is becoming a nightmare for Michael Saylor. Microsoft. Well, yeah, might as well just Microsoft crashed out too. MicroStrategy is now down negative 81% from its all-time highs, wiping out over $94 billion in value. Meanwhile, STRC completely lost its $100 peg, down to an all-time low of $80.50. The market is starting to ask an unthinkable question. Will strategy eventually have to sell Bitcoin? This is why Bitcoin is selling off. I always assumed you sold, Fish. What did he sell? Yeah. I mean, look at that. That's filthy. Even at this chart, it looks disgusting. I think that's the monthly chart, if I'm not mistaken. Let me check Trading View. Alright, weekly, monthly. Yeah, it's the that is disgusting. That is disgusting. Look at that monthly chart, guys. That monthly chart is absolutely terrible. Even the RSI, it's like it didn't even bother going back to the neutral level at 50. It just rejected off from April. The month of April, the RSI rejected and pulled back into June. So it's probably asking for either a bounce into next month, or MicroStrategy, well, depending on what Bitcoin does, of course, that it would have to consider another sell-off and taking the RSI length to oversold territory into the month of July. And that would theoretically bring MicroStrategy alongside with Bitcoin to even lower levels, like maybe right where the 200 is on the monthly at 70, or theoretically, if things do get worse for Bitcoin, it would literally break below the 200 EMA and probably head towards the bottom of, I don't know, let's say 40. Maybe we can make a range here. I do want to say maybe 40. 40, yeah, I guess we could say 40. Misty Blue in the chat, guys. What's going on? Big JR, good to see you. Honestly, I'm getting a little nauseous, so give me 1 second. I need some water. But do you think that, Big JR, do you think that perhaps it would have to go through its supposed cycle? I mean, I feel like eventually, um, it would have to go in and find its. You know what? Yeah, I don't know why, but I see it. I see it happening. I mean, MicroStrategy wouldn't crash unless unless somehow one day Michael decides to just rug pull the whole company and then just run away and take the rest of his Bitcoin with him, which would be nefarious and incredibly stupid. But I mean, what CEO in their mind would ever do such thing, you know? But anyways, I hope everything is good with you, Misty. Good to see you. Big JR, same to you, same as you. Richard, good to see you, Richard. Back in the stream. Hope everything is good with you too. Thank you guys for coming through on the stream. Just having a bit of plantains right now. Huh? Oh, Eric, why? Eric, why? Even on the R side for MicroStrategy's weekly chart, there's still some room to come down. Well, we'll see about it though. Yeah, Mom's made some fried green plantains and salami with some ketchup on there on the side. I don't know why I love eating this. It's so good. Gotta eat it in gotta eat it in moderation though. Big JR is here for Nixie. That's his bag. Let me just I got you in a second. I just want to show you also Bitcoin is officially below the 200 on the weekly chart, on the 200 EMA. Yeah, dude. You know what? Let me take a picture and send it on Discord. Well, I'm gonna show it on the stream anyway. So, but yeah, I'll give you that nice view. All right, here we go. I'm gonna post it for y'all. All right, hold on. Are you telling me that... No! I've been talking for how long? Stop it. No! No, 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 no. Are you serious? I was even doing Donald Trump. That's crazy. No. I was talking this whole time. Are you serious? Oh my goodness. No. Oh, I hate when that happens, man. So, right, my bad. Yo, Big JR, are you still here? Let me know. So, what I was saying is pretty much, I mean, I might as well be playing what is that, Pictionary? And just, you know, here, let me just show you the chart without talking. And I'll just have you guys guess of what I'm looking at and seeing that, oh my god, that on the weekly chart, you have the trend now bearish, and Bitcoin on the weekly chart officially below the 200 EMA, and you have the other EMAs just about to cross below that 200 EMA, and probably going into July into this range where once upon a time 2 years ago, ironically speaking, July of 2024, June, July, and August, where it actually also traded within the same levels, around 60 to 62,000, probably a little above, and just below that too. And once upon a time, on the week of the 5th of August in 2024, Bitcoin went as low as 49,050. And so we could be seeing a repeat. And it could look nasty, in my opinion. Again, NFA, always do your own research. Just know that this stream is, for research, education, and entertainment purposes. You know what the deal is. But even the RSI here, you can see the yellow line being the 50 MA and the RSI length line. All right, in the past you had rejection here, big rejection here, and now you see somewhat of like a dick and balls pattern here, and going below the balls and going into the unsold territory. And if this drop happens just like it did back in February 2026, then theoretically speaking, you could be seeing the same thing happen like it did back in 2024 in the summer, where Bitcoin, in my hypothetical opinion, will come back into this range like it did, and even maybe or so if it if it the dick and balls pattern comes to fruition and it falls right below the right ball and into the gooch, then you would probably see 49,000 once again. Not financial advice, and always remember to clean your gooch and your balls. Non-hygienic advice. So if that's the case, then you will see that downside for Bitcoin, more panic in the markets, and everything correlated with Bitcoin. As you know, big institutions and hedge funds having a lot of money into crypto and hedging their positions with crypto into their big tech stocks, blue chips, whatever. I'm pretty sure they have tokenized stocks too, so it's all correlated. If they go down, if Bitcoin goes down, market goes down, everything else goes down. Blah 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 blah. All right. And this would also result in even greater opportunities for us, for everybody. Hypothetically speaking, I mean, if this was the case, then it would make all the other coins in the market cheaper, like XRP, which actually hit a 52-week low of $1.04. I'm not even joking. This happened today. It also followed the same trend. XLM is back under 20 cents. It's at 18 cents. HBAR 7 cents. XCN just 2 fractions of a penny. And other coins. What other coins? So we got Flare at 2 fractions of a penny too. Doge at 7 cents. We have Cardano ADA at 14 cents. And look how deep this went in the red. So absolutely, yeah. All right, so now, Big JR, without further ado, we are going to talk about Nixie, because Nixie, NFA, we've been talking about, well, he's been talking about Nixie for a while now, which I gotta find here. Give me a second. All right, so Nixie, here we go. On the weekly chart, mind you, you can't even see the chart. That's how much it's gone down. Not that this would mean anything. I mean, this looks like, this reminds me of Mullen, Mullen, and then the all-time high of over like $500 million. That's all because of the splits and reverse splits. that took place in the past. But we're talking about what's happened recently. And, you know, people could take this as a swing trade. But here is pretty much the bottom. The bottom, as we know, reached a low of 47 cents. And from 47 cents, and this was in the middle of May, last month, 48 cents. And out of nowhere, we see a huge amount of volume coming into the stock. 6 million, 3 million, 11 million, 3 million, 109 million shares traded on the 15th of June last week. And then making its way from 47 cents to the high of $1.67. So even if it doesn't seem like a big deal, you're talking about a 235% run in 35 days in a month, and that's still something. Richard, keep that list. Keep the list of tickers. List them up. And then I will take note of it for sure. Thank you again for those shout outs. But yeah, you know, usually, you know, all those splits, sometimes it's just not a good thing. But, you know, in some ways, it could be good for the short term, because that would only give theoretically the market cap of a stock. You know, it would make the company into a micro small cap stock. And right here we see that Nixie has a market cap of 42.81 million. Shares flow only 24.12 million. If big institutions wanted to, and they wanted to get their big money into this, they could literally just blow it out of the water and send this stock flying if they wanted to. And this was not the same. It's not the only time it's ever happened. But you can see how it once was at $1, and then it ran all the way to as high as $8.50 back in October 14th of 2024. We will get into those tickers a little bit later soon. I got you. Don't worry. All right. Let me just take another bite of my plátanos. Because the last thing you want is for the fried plantains to get cold, and then you're gonna be chewing on a hard plantain again. You don't want that. Oh no! The Republic of South Africa, they just scored against South Korea 1-0. Just to let you know. So Nixie, let's see. Last June 15, Nixie to buy 100% of Tachyon, including $64 million in data center equipment, which shows on a filing from the SEC. So it says to buy 100% of Tachyon, including $64 million in data center equipment. Tachyon capital stock valued at $1 billion for business combination. Tachyon stockholders to own at least 90% of combined company post-closing. Business combination to result in change of control and board changes at Nixie. Tachyon to raise up to $75 million via PIPE investment before closing. And Tachyon shareholders to receive Nixie stock at 5-day VWAP conversion price. All right, so you have that happening. So that's part of the reason too. I guess that's most of the reason why it's going up the way it is. If you could take a look at the daily chart, though, the daily chart definitely showing you exactly that. from May 20th, investors getting in early at around 50 cents to write this up, over 200%. Yeah, over 200%, 230% in that time frame. So if we take a look right now at the chartexchange.com website, we can see that the cost to borrow has been going up, and the last time shows that at 5:25 p.m. Eastern time today, you have 150,000 short shares available to borrow, and the fee is up 137.10%. That's compared to earlier this morning at 115.91, and before that, I mean, it's been fluctuating actually up and down. A few days ago it was at 161%. Then it went back down to about 110%, and then on the 18th of June it was at 245%. So it's definitely making it impossible for the shorts to do what they have to do. But as long as the cost to borrow is still at triple digits, who's to say that they're losing control and Nixie continues to move up the way it is right now, and especially looking at the weekly chart. I want to say it could be that it's cooling off right now. Yeah, it could be that it's cooling off right now as we speak, and it might just hold and hang above 145, 140, and we'll see if it consolidates and then goes for another bump up to $2. And if not, then they probably will try to retest that dollar level as support, in my opinion. In terms of failure to delivers, let's see. It seems like the highest trade volume was okay. So I'm just making sure here. The highest was June 26, which is the trade date. Then the settlement date is supposed to take place on the date settlement took place. The trade took place on the 26th of May. Then the settlement date was on the 27th, T+1. Then T+35, the closing deadline for that is on the 30th of June, which is in the next 6 days. The price at the time was at 61 cents. So it could be that June 30th, which falls on a Tuesday, next Tuesday, you have a lot of failures to deliver on that day. So you might have to watch out for that day and see if there's any type of activity there. But in the way that it looks like on the smaller time frames, like the 4-hour has just topped over and it's still an overbought territory. The 1 hour, which seems to be consolidating too, and seeing if, like I said, tries to hover above 140 and hold from that level as support. But if not, then it could fall back to like 110 to 115 and maybe retest that level of $1. And if it goes under $1, then there might be some trouble for the stock, in my opinion. Of course, they always do their own research. Now, let me just go back. Big JR, I don't know if maybe he thought that I went away, but I just let Big JR know that I got him on Nixie. And just let's hang on tight. I mean, monthly. Listen, if retail were to just like be on the same page, this is just imagination right here. All right, NFA, just in my imagination, if retail were to be on the same page and they were to say go, focus on the next move altogether, if they were to go into Nixie, forget about it. This would definitely just this would go up like insanely, like, especially with the float being at 24.4 million shares. Like, there's a lot of people, enough people in the country to just be like, you know what? Here, let's run it up. Boom. All of a sudden, Nixie is at like 15 or 20 or 26. And then the shorts lost control and all of a sudden they get squeezed. You know? That's just my imagination. Don't mind me. I be in my head sometimes. Let's see. So we talked about Bitcoin. We talked about MicroStrategy. We talked about Nixie. And other stuff. H bar at 7 cents. AZI. What is this? It's probably another Chinese stock. Well, this one already ran. This one already ran. Look at that. $1.15 all the way to as high as $2.38. It looks like it's going for another leg up, in my opinion. Oh yeah, something happened here for sure. Let me see. AZI, AutoZ Internet Technology. Oh, forget about it. The cost to borrow fee is massive. This was at 617%, and now it's down at 571.90% as of 4:54 p.m. Eastern Time, and there's no more short shares to borrow. So more than likely, AZI could just go for another leg up and try to push up for 260, even $3 a share, in my opinion. So I'm just gonna leave some alerts here just in case, and see if that's what's gonna happen tomorrow, or more than likely pre-market hours. That volume would just surge and start coming in, and then when market opens, they usually will just like to take profit from there and start bringing it back down. But that's insane. 571% cost of borrow fees. That's disgusting. That is disgusting. AutoZ Internet Technology Ltd announces the execution of securities purchase agreement. Okay. It seems like it could be a good thing. That was 4 hours ago, actually. AEHL. I do remember that stock once upon a time. AEHL, Air something. Yeah, Air. I knew it. It was Air. Oh, jeez. I remember when Air was like single digits once upon a time. I kid you not. I do remember this stock once upon a time. Nah, let me go back in time. This was that. Yeah, I remember this. I remember this stock. Once upon a time, it was a single digit stock. It was like at $1. Going into 2021, it was at like $2. This thing ran up as high as $126.62 back in 2023. Wait, no, it actually happened now. What am I talking about? It actually made its... No. Wow, that actually happened, that actually happened 10 days ago on Monday. Last Monday. Was that 2 Mondays ago? Yeah, last Monday. June 15. The stock hit an all-time high of $126.62. But you could see there's a little bit of a, even though there's a slight uptrend, just slight, you see signals here like warning you that it's trying to top out. And so since you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, technically 7 bearish candles, and there's an X that marked the spot here, and you have the trend here starting to cross under the EMAs. Usually this would tell you that there is more bearish activity in the works, and this could start coming back down even below as 92, and then somewhere around 80, where I guess we would have to consider that price level as support. So between 80 and 90, around that range. So I'll keep an eye on that one too. Chewy. Let me go to Chewy. Is there any news on Chewy? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know if there's anything on Chewy. And Chewy looks like it's also, wow. Look at that roller coaster. Chewy, what happened in Chewy? Ever since the announcement of Ryan Cohen dropping Chewy once upon a time, which one of the thing was like around here, this thing came down all the way as low as $17.40 recently. Actually, it just happened recently, where it hit a 52-week low. Let me get back to the chat here. How about ASTC? Let me just start putting these here. ASTC, Astrotech Corporation. How about Pola? I never heard of these. Gosh. Pola? Polar Power. I'll put that there. Where are the other ones? That's not a good deal. 574% sounds kind of shitty. I just saw that now. Yeah. Chewy is a good one. It's a good business model, honestly. And of course, everybody's ordering stuff for their dogs and cats online. I want to say that Chewy thrives on that business model because it just so happens to work out. And they're doing it better than PetSmart and Petco. So but Chewy looks like, it says here, Chewy got a $600 million 7-year secured term loan at term SOFR plus 1.75% or base 0.75%, 1% annual amortization, proceeds to refinance debt, and for general corporate use. So it says Chewy also amended its asset-based lending facility to extend its maturity to June 23rd of 2021. Proceeds and extended tenor are expected to support general corporate purposes, working capital, and ongoing strategic initiatives. The agreement type for this $600 million 7-year senior secured term loan is senior secured 7-year term loan credit facility. Counterparty includes JP Morgan Chase. bank as administrative and collateral agent and other lenders. Signed and effected yesterday. Duration 7 years. Reason is for refinance and fund general corporate purposes and working capital. Agreement number 2, Chewy extends ABL facility maturity to 2031 with Wells Fargo and led lenders. The reason for this is to extend liquidity horizon and maintain financing flexibility. Well, they're doing what they got to do, you know? It just happened. Let's actually go on for research purposes. Let's just go onto x.com. Look at Chewy. It's interesting how they now add the tickers and they add the charts on x.com. And so that here by Walter Plum, who also announced, who posted the news on that $600 million 7-year term loan. It says that this comes after Chewy authorized a major share repurchase program and has already been buying back stock. Chewy is expanding financial flexibility while the market is still pricing the business like it's broken. So that could mean more liquidity, more runway, more room to invest, and more optionality for buybacks, and more capital allocation flexibility. Remember also that Chewy is a $7.5 billion market cap company, which Walter thinks that it can become a $100 billion company. That is super bullish on Walter's part here, as he explains that not because it sells dog food online, but because Chewy has a shot at becoming the default operating system for pet ownership. Chewy is sitting at the intersection of pet food, pet pharmacy, auto ship, private label, vet care, insurance, advertising, services, and eventually international. That is a pet care platform. Chewy is guiding for roughly $13.5 billion in fall year of 2026 revenue, and auto ship is over 80% of sales. Gross margins are now around 30%. Adjusted EBITDA margins are moving higher, and here's the staircase. His base case, 5 years, they would produce up to $20 billion in revenue, 9% EBITDA margin, and plus $20 billion market cap. In 10 years, $30 billion in revenue, 10% EBITDA margin, $35 to $40 billion market cap. In 15 years, $40 to $45 billion in revenue, 11% EBITDA margin, and more than $50 billion in market cap. So solid outcome, but not the real bull case. The bull case here shows $23 billion in revenue, 11% EBITDA margin, with a $40 billion market cap in 5 years. In 10 years, you have $40 billion in revenue, 13% EBITDA margin, and $90 billion in market cap. And in 15 years, 65 to 70 billion in revenue, more than 14% EBITDA margin, and over $150 billion in market cap. The $100 billion math is not crazy. You take $50 billion in revenue, multiply that by 13% EBITDA margin, and you would get $6.5 billion in EBITDA. So that puts a 15-time multiple on that, and you'll get roughly $100 billion of enterprise value. This is some crazy DD here, honestly. Now, it says here, that's not some insane hypergrowth assumption. The hard part is proving Chewy deserves platform economics instead of retailer economics. That means Chewy needs to become more than a place where people buy food and toys. It needs to become the consumer layer for the entire pet category. Amazon and Walmart can sell pet products. Costco can sell bulk of pet food. Woof has physical stores. ZTS and IDXX, which are the ticker symbols for IDEX Laboratories, and Zoetis Inc., which would dominate parts of animal health. Trup, TRUP, ticker symbol TRUP. Trepanion Inc., which plays insurance, but Chewy has the customer relationship. And so Walter's view, again, is $100 billion in 5 years, which is unlikely. In 10 years, which is an aggressive bull case. And in 15 years, which would be very possible if margins keep stair-stepping higher. So that's his bet. A very interesting DD here by Walter Plum. And with that being said, we take a look quick at the chart here. As you see on the weekly, you've seen the ups and downs, right? You know that once upon a time, which Ryan Cohen was the CEO, who had then become the CEO of GameStop. Give me 1 second. Fried plantains. Of course, in theory, you had a Roaring Kitty, right? So you had Roaring Kitty involved with Chewy. From the time that when he made the post back in September 6, 2024, of Andy dropping Woody, but Woody having the face that would represent, I guess, Chewy. And therefore, September, eventually it would still trend up to as high as $48.62, but then afterwards, where everything would start to then come to a bearish turn, and then everything starts to fall back down. And on the weekly chart, you'd see this coming back to this range from where it was once upon a time back in October 2023 to into April of 2024 into May, where it had ranged in around maybe, let's say, $15 to $20 a share. So right around that range, we want to say, as an example, it doesn't have to be for sure, but we want to say that perhaps maybe we could look at these levels here around 16 to 19, or heck, I mean, I want to move it lower, but I want to focus on this range first, and to say that maybe 16. Yeah, you know what? Let's just move a little bit lower. Yeah, let's just say around 16. Around 16 to 18 would probably would have to be the range for sure for Chewy to come down and retest, consolidate, and look for a reversal and start to rebound, and then go for a bullish cycle, and then have, you know, investors start going in and accumulating, and then eventually everything starts to turn back around, and then we see Chewy start moving back up. That would be the bull case, in my opinion. Zali, thank you for being here, and Thank you for welcoming me back. Welcome back, Zali. Hi. Yummy. Yeah, this is what I'm eating right now. Yummy. Yummy. Oh, crunchy. So Chewy is currently being chewed right now. But eventually we would have to see if Chewy starts to chew back around 16 and above. Then again, you also had Chewy go down to its 52-week lows at around 1469 back in April 22nd of 2024. So from that point, the lowest that it could get is 15. But for now, the focus is somewhere around 16. Then again, I would have probably just I don't know. We'll see. Because right now, this week's candle did see a bounce back, right? So we have it opening at 1788, then going as low as 1740, and then bouncing back to as high as 1910. Right now closing at 1901. On the daily chart, you see that there was a reversal for sure. Heck, you know, at that point you probably might be saying to yourself, well, you know, maybe this is where Chewy gets his bounce and then start to move back to the upside. This is definitely a good buying opportunity here, theoretically speaking, especially since it actually came down very much from that top here back in June of last year. So that's more than a 64% drop in 382 days. Any more than that to the bottom of that box, you'd see yeah, pretty much 66 to 67% drop there, and that's a long way. So again, and that depends on what the market conditions is. You do want to see either rebound from here and then start to now continue to the upside to retest those levels like 20 and 22. But if in the case it starts to reject again, then you probably might see, you know, 16, and then see from there if it actually rebounds or not. But technically, yeah, if it could break anywhere above 20, then that could be a good thing, and perhaps we'd see Chewy start to make a comeback from there. So NFA, not financial advice. Always do your own research. If you are interested in Chewy, if you think this is a great example of an investment that you would want to get into, that is your decision to make, not mine. But again, do your own research. Cup and handle is, yeah, I think cup and handle is something that I do see. If you look at the 4 hour, yeah, I think if you look at the 4 hour, there's something that resembles a cup and handle for sure. I mean, it has definitely bounced for sure. It's held the bottom here for a while, since Wednesday actually. So this and we have a little bull cross here. Then you have a green arrow, which is supposed to be an alert, a bullish alert there. And you can see that the Heikin-Ashi candles turn from red to yellow, or whatever, and start is trying to come back up too. Maybe, just maybe. You don't want this to turn into what? You don't want this to turn into like a morning. Was it morning star or evening star? Mom. Um, either that or reversal and then start to come back down, or this begins to start, or this starts to go into like a stair step action and start moving back up. Remember, I said 20. That's where the 200 EMA is at. Is that the 200 EMA? Is that the 200? I'm trying to make sure that I'm yeah, that could be the 50. I'm not too sure. Either way, if this stair steps up and breaks over 20, then that's it. Then I would say there you would start seeing the bull cycle happen on Chewy. Oh my god, even, you know what? See, this is why you always like to check the smaller time frames too, because even the hourly chart looks really decent, and you can see that line turn from red to yellow, so it's trending bullishly. So you definitely want to see a next leg up here. Break over 1920. I'm gonna add that alert. I'm gonna put 1920 there for Chewy. If it hits that, then you know it's actually going up. I will alert that eventually on the Discord if I do see that. But expect the unexpected, like I say sometimes, because you never know. Soothing voice. Maybe he can get you to fall asleep. Let me catch up to the chat. How are you, Zali? And are you falling asleep for sure, Eric? I don't want to make you fall asleep.
There are so many moments throughout the day that Connecticut Public shares joyful experiences that happen.
This music might make it worse.
I think it's important to give back, and when you get to the place where you are able to, it's really important.
Where's GCA?
People like me step up and support public radio. So
I must have knocked him out too
to help grow
with my voice.
Tracy Helke, the owner of Nothing But Cakes in West Hartford, and I am a proud sponsor of Connecticut Public.
Uh-oh. 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 What else is here? Lion, do we get a data drop tomorrow? On what? Adrian. Yeah, do you guys know what Adrian was talking about? Oh, data drop, meaning okay, I know what he was talking about. Yeah, I think there is a data drop tomorrow. There is a data drop tomorrow. We have personal spending, personal income, month to month, durable goods orders, month to month. We have the GDP growth rate, quarter over quarter final, and the core PCE price index, month over month. So we have, yeah, CPI. That's CPI, right? That should be what CPI is. Yes. That is CPI. Yes, that is CPI. Core PCE price index year over year. We have a forecast of 3.4%. The prior CPI data was a 3.3%. So they're expecting an increase. Quarter over quarter final prior was 2.7. They're forecasting that to be 4.4%. That's a big change there. month of the core PCE price index month over month, expecting it to move up to 0.3% from 0.2%. Then you have continuing jobless claims, which refer to the actual number of unemployed and currently receiving unemployment benefits who filed for unemployment benefits at least 2 weeks ago, which last time was at around what was that, 1,810K? I'm guessing that means million, but the number is supposed to be lower for this forecast tomorrow by just 10,000. I don't know, I can't read that. You have Chicago Fed National Activity Index, durable goods, GDP sales. GDP sales quarter over quarter, a big jump from 0.3% and the forecast for 1.5%. Initial jobless claims from prior 226,000 to 225,000. Huh. Yeah, that's huge. It's gonna be a big day tomorrow morning. Yep, it's gonna be huge. And I'm still waiting for my direct deposit. Wait, direct deposit for what? So you can deposit to your broker? To the moon, to the moon, to the moon, to the moon. I'm just letting you know right now. I love y'all. Let's see. Damn, it's already 11 p.m. Sheesh. Guys. Yo, that face. No, thank you guys. Thank you. Yo, Fishy, what happened to Hertz, bro? What happened to Hertz? This hurts, man. This really hurts. This thing dropped from $5.29 all the way to as low as $2.94. Right after earnings came out for Hertz, plunging as weak used car demand hits earnings outlook. Hertz having its worst day ever. And the reason for this is that they're projecting second quarter adjusted corporate earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization of $50 million to $80 million, toward the lower end of the company's expected range. Net monthly depreciation, the amount of value a rental vehicle loses each month, is expected to hit roughly $300 per unit for the quarter. And in a securities filing, Hertz blamed unexpected softness in the used car market for driving up depreciation costs. The company said last month that it expected the metric to fall well below $300 per month, driven by anticipated gains from second quarter vehicle sales. Shares sank 34% to $336 on Wednesday, putting Hertz on track for its largest ever same-day percentage decline, as well as its lowest since March 2025, according to the Dow Jones market data. Only adding to the pain, Hertz disclosed plans for a $100 million public stock. Are you serious? $100 million public stock offering alongside a concurrent $300 million offering of payment in kind notes. So under the arrangement, Hertz will loan the shares to underwriter JP Morgan Securities so investors can create short positions to hedge their note purchases. While Hertz will use the proceeds from the notes to repay outstanding debt, it will receive only a nominal lending fee and no direct proceeds from the stock sale itself. So all of that in combination with the earnings, $100 million public stock offering alongside a concurrent $300 million offering, you best believe that Hertz would take a huge beating, just like the way it did. I mean, from 529 to 294 in a matter of what, 10 hours? From 7 in the morning all the way to, yeah, pretty much 10 to 12 hours. That's a sick drop. Sick. That's sickening. That's disgusting. But you know what? At this point, they gotta do what they gotta do, right? Was it a lot of salami or just a little bit? No, it was not a lot of salami, honestly. It was like probably like 3-4 pieces, small pieces though. I'm surprised that it's actually still crunchy. I like it a lot. So on the 30-minute chart, there's a little bit of a struggle there, honestly. Because if I were just an average investor and I saw this type of drop, I'd be scared too, to be honest. I'd be really afraid. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people within this range here was afraid too, and they feared of losing more, and they just got out and panic sold. And you know, involving all of what happened earlier this morning, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if they let go of all their shares. But it definitely bounced over $2.95 and got back into $3 a share, where it actually closed. Like literally $3 on the mark per share, down 40.71% in the red. Disgusting. Now it makes you wonder where Hertz is right now. Borrow fee, it's not even high as we would expect. Just 1.16, actually went up a little bit, to be honest, from 0.68% to 1.69%. There was only 300,000 short shares available to borrow as of 8:48 p.m. Eastern Time. To be honest, that guy Midas, I mean, he did call out a good play. And this happened way before. Like he called this way before. I mean, if we go back in time, or when Fishy mentioned Hertz, when he mentioned that he posted about Hertz, right? This was back. Let's see. Jeez, look, even we were talking about Hertz even back in November of last year. It was at $6.03 at this time of screenshot. Actually, they had great earnings. It was below $4.90, and then it jumped all the way above $6. Then it did this. Damn, I actually want this. I want this chart layout. I need to find out how to get that back. Yeah, look, this thing exploded. Oh, you had Fishy. Yeah, there it goes. Fishy's been posting from posting this guy's channel, IPO Market Watch, since October, end of October. All right, make a wish, everybody. It's 11/11. Please, Harvey. Please, Harvey. Please, Harvey. I reckon dinner. Please, Harvey. Please, I reckon dinner. Please, Harvey. Venezuela. Boulevard. Please, Harvey. Please, Harvey. I want to be rich. All right, I just wished. Thank you, Zelly, for reminding us of 11/11. But yeah, it says here October 28, 2025. Fishy, check out the video from IPO Market Watch I posted here, dude. Don't miss. And it's a fact. It's a fact because that was the first time that he posted on IPO Watch in regards to Hertz. So thanks to Fishy, we were well aware about Hertz. And even before that too, before when they were about to go under, and then they got saved, and then they had a whole bunch of Teslas, and then they used that for their company, and then yeah, blah, 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 and they got revived. So yeah, big shout out to Fishy on that. So technically speaking, he did call out a good play. And that's aside from everything else that's happened to the stock, including what happened today. All right. So if people had gotten from before, earlier, and made their money on the run up, so for example here back in March, and made their money in calls or shares, whatever, went up over 115% in 32 days. That was a gain. So yeah, but we'll see what happens to Hertz. I mean, let's see. Where's Hertz at? Oh, matter of fact, yeah. So Hertz overnight trading hours at $3.07. So if it can still consolidate at $3, maybe there will be a chance for a bump up in price. So we'll see what happens in the next 2 days before this week is over. GameStop, you say? Somebody said GameStop, huh? GameStop, you say? Yes. We'll talk about GameStop. Say yes, and Jimmy will rip. All right. Let's go to GameStop. Let's go to GameStop. Want to go on GameStop? You want to go on GameStop? Okay, let's do that right now. Boom, every heartbeat. Wait. Also, shout out to Craig, the Clover guy. All right. Clove has been making a huge move since April 1st, when it was at a bottom at $1.58. This thing went from $1.58 to as high as $5.35. Look at Clove now. Look at that. Look at this. This was like I don't know, like a 50-cent company back in May of 2024. Imagine getting in at that time to where it's at now. that's pretty much an like 750% gain in, I don't know, 2 years. That's crazy. It's insane. And it could technically go for another leg up. Theoretically speaking, look at the RSI on the daily. Wow. This looks to be like a little, you know, like a little bull flag here happening on the RSI. That breaks out and over the 50 MA, forget about it. You would potentially see another breakout. And this would probably go back to 550 to 6, and then Craig is gonna make millions, and then from there we'll even see Clover make new all-time highs. And so hope. Yes, so shout out to Craig. Shout out to Lou. Rest in peace. Because he talked about Clove. We didn't even know about Clove until he said something about it. So shout out to Lou up in heaven. Come on, Lou. I'm back, motherfuckers. You will not mistreat me again. And speaking of Craig, he did post. He posted this picture here of some girl with double horns, a mask that says $6.66, and some 3-leaf clovers on her skirt or top, whatever. So yeah, he's super bullish about it. Oh, thank you. I just saw this now. Thank you, Zali. All right. Here we go. Oh, Sigward. All right, moment of truth here. Now I know this chart looks a little crazy, right? And you have this big line, and if you take this line, and if you make this line go this way, and then if you go right in between this line, and then it goes right up your ass, and then it comes right back out, and then it makes a U-turn, and then it goes bullish both ways in both holes, and if it goes I'm joking. But no, that line there that you see there, the $21, it looks like it's been a reoccurring thing, right? A recurring level that GameStop loved to hit many times in the past before. If you realize that right now, then you're realizing it here on this chart, on the daily chart. Even in the past, as I show you how it had back in January of 2022 hit these levels once upon a time. It had hit this range once upon a time in the end of 2022. It had went below, then ranged somewhere around $11-12, and then came back up to then come back to 2021 again around this time, around August of 2024. Then it went through some swings up and down, and then it came back once again somewhere around 2021, then back up again, and then came back around to the range for all this time, including some swings from like 28 and below and 25 and below to 2021. So $20 to $21 a share has been a reoccurring theme for GameStop, in my opinion, hypothetically speaking. So it's like, if that's the case, besides, whatever happened before and a slight drop in the past, it just seems like GameStop hit 20 what $20.93 yesterday, and then to them bounce afterwards to close at 21.44. It seems like 21 is just a sweet spot where you can just try to get back in there and start heading back into the upside, So if that's the case, my opinion. Okay, what's going on here? Then you probably want to consider this being the bottom once again, around $21. And then from there, you can see the RSI also taking a bounce and trying to make its way back to the 50 MA line. And if that cracks the 50 MA line, theoretically speaking, somewhere between Thursday and Friday, seeing a move back up to retest the $22 level. And if it retests the $22 level and then going into next week, then you probably might see a breakout again to probably go even beyond $22 a share. Not financial advice. What do you guys think about that? Okay. But then again, there's always the saying, expect the unexpected. Because if the market starts to turn down again and it starts to sell off even more like it did a few days ago, then maybe GME and the other stocks will also take a hit from the downturns from the market. So that might be the case. So you have to watch out no matter what. And I remember you mentioned American Airlines. I remember you mentioned American Airlines too, to watch American Airlines. Hold on, wait, hold on. I just said the keyword American. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. Oh, wait. I just said the word American. Wait a minute. Did somebody say American? Oh wait, I can't even talk loud. It's like 11:24 p.m. Oops, sorry, Mom. Did somebody say American? I think I heard the word American. Let me tell you, USA, baby. American, the first, the last, my everything. My love, my country. USA, the best country in the world. You cannot get any better country than the USA, the best fucking country. Quite frankly, no other country could beat the US. I can rest assured that as the President of the United States, this country will win because we are American. We got the best American men, American women, American food. I mean, who doesn't like cheeseburger and hot dogs from American companies, American cars with a lot of muscle, American muscle from the gyms that we built here in America, and the best pizza, especially if you go to New York City, my hometown. You can't get any better pizza than in New York. Chicago deep dish pizza does not count at all. The American water, you got the glaciers, the Appalachians, you got Niagara Falls, which is American too, not Canadian. We took over that. Niagara Falls is now called American Falls. So the point that I'm trying to make here is that, quite frankly, American is the way to be. It's the way to go. And what was the whole point of this conversation? What was American that I mentioned? I forget. Can you guys like refresh my memory? I completely just zoned out. I'm not even kidding. Like what were we talking about that I said American? Thank you. Oh my god. Dude, and let's not forget American Airlines. We got the best American planes, the best American airports, American airports facilitating the best American flight experience. So let's check American Airlines real quick. Oh, look how huge American Airlines is growing right now. It's so huge. The uptrend is ginormous. Of course, because it's American. How much more American can it get? No one can top this airline. No other airline can do it better than American Airlines Group. On the 4-hour chart, especially as the trend continues to move up even more. As it hit a low of $10.09. Can you believe that? 52-week low of $10.09. You could have bought this way below back in March of this year, where I was turning the market back to where it belongs and going to the moon. American Airlines from $10 to the high of $17.44. How about that? Can you believe that? No one can touch this. This is it right here. You just gotta look at the fact that American Airlines, as the pioneer of airlines in America, has taken a lot of pride in delivering the American hospitality, the best American flight experience. Let's go back and show on the Discord that Eric E. Martin, DJ E. Martin, has been talking about American Airlines since June 5th, before earnings. Look at how much it's grown. It's exploded from 1344. He had the levels at 1526. It broke those levels above 1526 to go as high as 1744. Man, oh man, would those calls be printing so much. It is outstanding. how those calls would have printed. Holy smokes. That is insane. Don't kick walls, please. Don't kick the walls, because we're gonna need those walls for later on. Excuse me. Oof. Oh boy. Sorry, I wasn't choking. I'm good. All right. Well, just let us know when you're done hitting a wall or kicking the wall. Just don't hurt your feet, man. Because we need you on those streams dancing. So, welcome back. If you take a look on the weekly, yep, that weekly, you may even see, there goes your jam, that maybe American Airlines hits over 18 and starts to retest the last level where it broke before at $19 a share. That was the last level, and the level of resistance here once upon a time back in the end of January was at 1857, and then once upon a time in July 10 of 2023 where it was at 1908 on the high. Then once upon a time here where it hit above 19 into $20, 21.42 back in April 18th of 2022. Last high here, double top at 26.04. 26.04 was the highest here back in May of 2021. So I just wanted to show you that, just in case, as history repeats itself, and now potentially seeing American Airlines trend even higher to possibly once again hit that resistance right around $19. So we'll just keep an eye on that. If you take a bro on the monthly, that's crazy. Holy moly. The monthly chart, that's the monthly chart. Wow, because if that's the case, it's literally like about to break over. Look at that. It's literally like at the verge of breaking out of this trend line, and you have the 200 EMA, the monthly 200 EMA at like barely like $21, and then you have the resistance here like I showed you for the month of January 2025 at a high of 1910, and then once again here at the high of 1908. So again, look, 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that reoccurring to you? Like, look at that. You got the W, yeah. Oh my gosh, did we just discover something here? Let me see. W, W, W. Triple W's? Damn. We might have just discovered something there. But who's to say that, you know, there's not another opportunity? If all goes to plan, theoretically, that would be the bull case scenario, in my opinion, for American Airlines to try to go for $19 again, to retest that resistance from the past. So we're gonna leave it at that. We're just gonna do this. We're gonna draw this here. And then we're gonna take a screenshot, and then we'll post it on here, on the Discord. There you go. Not financial advice. There you go. Dum dum. Oh. I think Fishy said to look at GME's monthly chart. They wanna see me. You wanna change your mind? Cause I know that you've been waiting. You need to kiss tenderly. I need to hold you. You need some help to decide. Cause I know that you've been wanting me to. You is I. Really tight. As of right now, for this monthly candle for June, it's not really going as good as we thought it would. Because mind you, this monthly candle opened at $21.02. Then it went as high as $23.68, to then go to as low as $20.89, to then close at $21.44. And so hypothetically, if this candle does not close above 22, I mean, things can happen either way. So, but in a technical standpoint, usually you would want to see this candle stay bullish and to stay above the last bottom of this monthly candle, which is considered to be at let's see, 21.18. So you don't want, so what you don't want to see is GME fall below 21.18, because then it would turn bearish, and then you would then see a bearish hammer candle. And if that happens, then it would probably signal more bearish activity for the stock, and it could fall back below 21 and into 20s, to then go for the next support at around $20. But from what I was talking about before, about that $21 level being a recurring support level in the past, then you want this monthly candle to stay yellow, especially if it decides to actually move up tomorrow or Friday and try to go right back into that box, into $22, then that's what you need to see. That's what needs to happen for GME. So again, break over 2160 and then go for $22 and close before the week is over. Then I would say it would be a go for more green into next week. Does that sound fair enough? Is it fair enough for you? Do you like that? Do you like that idea? But right now, as we speak, in the overnight trading hours, GameStop is down 0.37% in the red at 21.36. SPY, by the way, SPY had come back up once again just before market close today. It went from as low as 730.86 into after hours, where it had back up again, swinging back up to 738.80. I mean, you cannot make this up. Like, literally cooking people's puts before market close and bringing this back up to 738. So those that had 730 to 735 puts for tomorrow, more than likely is going to get cooked, unless somehow the data for tomorrow, GDP, CPI, sales, whatever, comes out negative, and all of a sudden you see a flush in the market to go back down to 730 for the SPY, then you know, they wouldn't really have anything to worry about. But if all comes out positive, this would hang above 736 and then probably try to go for 738 again, and even retest 740 maybe as the bullish case scenario if all the data comes out positive, pumping all the markets. On my way to get some yo, thank you Fishy, and I'm glad that I made you hungry for your tostones. I mean, look at that. Yeah, go get you some grub, man, and enjoy that food. Ay. 4 hour. How's the 4 hour looking like? See, this is what I kind of don't like to see for GME, because we have this little bit of a rejection here, and there was a point where GME was bouncing back like very strongly since Tuesday, from the low of 2086 all the way to as high as 2165, almost poking through that box that I made here. So from here, even on the hourly, you want to see it hold again. Like I said, 2160, you poke right through the box and right over the 200 EMA on the hourly chart. That's where you want GME to be. All right, but again, expect the unexpected. just wait until, if you're not in any of the positions, you want to just wait until the data comes out at 8:30 in the morning Eastern time, and see if that actually either pumps or brings back down the stocks to previous lows. All right. Eventually, soon, it will be Lambo time. But right now, it's the accumulation period. Don't go crazy on zero DTE calls or puts, man. You don't want to be burnt like I did. Not financial advice. And did y'all see AMC? AMC with that dilution, man, that direct offering, that is just, that's some crazy work, man. It actually fell right below $2 and went down to as low as $1.99. So what gives with AMC and this $2 level? It's just so, it seems like there's always something with popcorn and just, having people tend to believe in the theory and moving the stock the way it looked before, since the end of March going into April, from 93 cents, and then going up the way it did, and then having good earnings, beating expectations in revenue, and then jumping from 93 cents all the way to over $3 a share. And that's including the after hours, because in the after hours it did hit over $3, and you all saw that. And that was in the after hours. No, that was actually in the morning of June 22nd at around 8:22 in the morning Eastern time, where it hit a high of $3.04. So it was definitely possible for AMC to hit that level, but then to get hit hard with that news, and as you saw, people or investors or whoever that was in the loop and that knew about the whole direct offering, that started getting out from the top, and then eventually leading into yesterday from the news that brought the stock down from $2.63 to as low as $1.93, and eventually closing to $2 today on the mark. Not 201, because eventually that would mean that those calls would be in the money. If that makes any sense, I have no idea. Yes, exactly. You just had to scalp the options, because if you had gotten into $2 calls, expiration dated January 15, 2027, and you had gotten into those $2 calls from the end of March to that top at around June 22nd, right there, Monday, you would have gotten out so profitable like you would not believe. And then eventually you probably would have to get into puts, and if you had gotten into through a $2.50 puts short term, then those puts would have definitely printed. It's like yeah, you're just scalping the crap out of. It doesn't matter what stock it would be too. AMC is just a stock that you would want to make money in, and so you'd scalp the calls going up from 93 cents all the way to $3. You would get out profitable as F with a lot of money, and then you would get into short-term puts on the downside before the news hit of the dilution. Boom, puts printed to $2, and from there you'd get out and wait for the next bottom. It could either be 175 to 2 within that range. If the market decides to continue to go down in the downside, then you know from there, because look, I mean, on the hourly, I mean, you see this fall straight through the 200 EMA and looking like a bear flag in my opinion, which looks kind of scary to even think that it would even hold $2 a share as the major level support. But then you have this next bottom here, theoretically speaking, somewhere around 175. So if you wanted to hypothetically wait until it drops more into 175, then probably 175 would be the place where it could turn around. I don't know. What do you guys think? Just my imagination here. Come on, mouse. Work. But you see here, there is a bit of a curling here on the RSI for the 1 hour chart. So maybe that might not be the case, but then you never know because of the markets. It could just continue to turn down and see more dilution and see more negative sentiment or bearish sentiment for the stock. And possibly going back down to 175. I don't know. That's just me. Bearish case scenario, 175 as the next level of support. Bullish case scenario, consolidates and holds at $2 straight away, and then bounce back up. So take it as you will. Take it as you will. When you look at the daily, you even see this bearish candle happen here, print here, and right below that trend line there, the 200 EMA actually at 198 on the daily chart, which would have to act as support too. But we'll see. We will see. Because sometimes it is definitely fishy. Something is definitely fishy. And a reminder of why this happened again was because there was a $200 million share offering, and it sparked dilution fears and caused some people to panic and get out, and having the stock tank hugely. Hey William, what do you... Junk has an attractive voice, just an observation. What is this? Oh. Good point. Lion expos are not weekly. If you had a $3 call and held up, you would have gotten screwed by. Yeah. But that's the thing. That's the thing, because you don't want to get too optimistic and too greedy, right? So even before the news hit, like for real, like look at this, right? Look at the 4 hour, for example, the 4 hour chart. You even see that there was a big rejection here from 304, then closing at 282, and then the next candle closing at 275. That's the sign right there that if it continues to move down, you kind of just, I think that's like the time for you to be like, yeah, I think this is where I need to get out, because popcorn is gonna fuck you again. And now leading into this situation, like it happened once upon a time a few years ago. On the hourly chart is this is just another perfect example. You see that there's no more upside happening. You see that there's rejections taking place, pullbacks here, especially here. You had a signal here on the hourly also take place. That's all the more of a sign for you to do what you have to do, so you don't further take any losses and take all of your gains that you made, because there's gonna be people that are gonna be like, oh my god, like this is it, if it breaks over 3 we're gonna squeeze, and if we squeeze, oh my gosh, we're gonna be millionaires, oh my god, keep holding, oh, I'm gonna go all in, and then I'm just gonna win $1 million tomorrow, and then build this optimism, build this hopium, and have everybody pumped up and start FOMOing in, to then resulting in him doing this, and then having people trapped and just mangled and pummeled, and their accounts just go deep in the red, and they're like, what was this about? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, you can't even expect that anymore, man. You will know. Look, I keep saying, like, I don't know how many times, all right? No offense to anybody else, but you will eventually know. You will eventually know when the time is here. When you will see. Look, everybody knows how the squeeze looks like. Everybody knows what it looks like. Everybody knows how volatile it could be, how much volume would have to come into a stock for everybody to see AMC squeeze. You think having a 10% day, 15% day, yeah, it could be a sign that there would be a lot more volume coming in. But once that volume starts to change around and start, turning into selling volume, then what? How can you predict that? We can just speculate. We can just speculate all we want. But the fact of the matter is that 5 to 10% run in a day will not result in a squeeze. Yeah, right, fishy. that's something that I just never understood. And it's like, it's just not. And then all of a sudden now we're going back into this cultish behavior, like thing, you know, where it's like, all right, it's Amy time. It's just all Amy this, Amy that. Oh, if it breaks over 3, we're going to the freaking moon. This is what we've been waiting for. Oh my god, Toy Story is gonna make the stock explode. Oh my god, Woody and the other chick is gonna get married, and then they're gonna ride on top of the horse, and then they're gonna drift into the sunset happily ever after. Oh my god, people are crying. The movie just made box office hits. $10 billion. We're gonna squeeze to the moon. and then Adam comes in. Go fuck your mother. Dilution. And then people just wonder, like, are you serious? Like, it's just, I don't know, man. I don't know. I wouldn't know what else to say. Like, it's just, we've been going through this for how many years? 6 years now. It's unbelievable. No, as a matter of fact, no. June 2nd, 2021. So that's 5 years already. 5 years in the making since AMC had that June run from 2-3 and changed to $72, $76, whatever. But this is just, and if you guys noticed, there's YouTubers that's starting to pop up now once again. Somebody, I forgot, his name is Trap Trades. I've never even known this person. I've never seen him in my life. He just came out of nowhere again. Another YouTuber just popping up. Does anybody know who this guy is? Let's see. Was that Trap Trades? And for some reason, I thought it said Trade Trades, cause TT. And now this guy is just like, just AMC. 4 weeks ago, 1 month ago. Squeeze update. Like, who is this guy? Like, he looks like half a transmethodite, and a prettier version of Trade Trades. Never seen him in my life. I just started seeing him right now in my algorithm. No idea, but if his name is Trap Trades, then he's probably even getting his subscribers trapped in the trades too. Anyways, let's see. Yeah, $2, no movement. Everybody's still mad and salty about those that direct offering dilution. When it comes to the option statistics, you can see here that it has dropped dramatically. Total volume of calls today 70,000 versus puts 16.43,000. We have $2 calls with a high interest for July 17, 2026 expiration date, a volume of 5,426. Then you have volume just coming in like crazy for the $2.50 calls, with an open interest of 43,820, with a volume of 14,373. $3 calls at a higher open interest of 76,874, with a volume of 10,140. So a lot of volume there, a lot of volume indicating or predicting that the stock would eventually come back up to hitting those price targets, those strikes. I still personally, in my opinion, wouldn't go for such close in the expiration. January just still seems to be the way to go, even though it's like $65 on the asking price of the ask, 65 cents asking price, whatever. And you have a good amount of open interest too, so it's like you can still scalp technically. And even if it made a move to like $2.50, so 65 cents would turn into like over $1, and you make a good amount, 20-30%, whatever. Yeah, technically, you know what? And that whole thing with covered calls, just like Kat was talking about ages ago, when she said that she would do covered calls for what? For Archer, was it? Or some other stock? And she was actually doing pretty well too. So she just stuck to covered calls, right? So technically speaking, AMC, doing covered calls on AMC, or was it cash secured puts? I forget what it was. Cash secured CSP. I think it was cash secured puts. Yeah. So imagine doing that for AMC all this time. You pretty much have made all your money back that you invested in AMC and doing that instead. Just because you would know and you would expect, you know, how the stock would move, and in a supposed alleged managed way, because quite frankly they or he or Popcorn, whoever, allegedly once again stopped the momentum for the stock to continue to move up, because perhaps maybe, just maybe, over $3 would be a bit troublesome for some shorts. Maybe, I don't know. But maybe it was a target, a specific target for him to profit off of it, and then once again dump shares and offer and do a direct offering and dilute more shares. It's just something that, you know, most of the CEOs do anyway. You know, it's just part of their business. 99.8% of CEOs rarely even have the best interest of shareholders anyway. So what's the point? Allegedly, supposedly. There's always going to be just that 1% of CEOs that love their shareholders and they want to do what's best for them and for their company to thrive. Especially if it's in a world that's not in shambles and that's not going through tough times economically. But, you know, most of the people are just tired of it. They're tired of getting screwed over, you know? So people either just quit or maybe just go ahead and trade futures, or try again, but this time just ride the wave or ride the trend, whichever it goes, up or down. Just ride the wave. If it goes up, it goes up. When you play to the upside, then you would set your limits, manage your risks, and take those profits, and then do away with another play to the downside once everything cools off and starts to come back down. Then you make your money that way. I mean, that's how it goes, and that's the way that the cookie crumbles, right? In my opinion. I nominate Zelly as the CEO of Lion Corp. Oh, my back just cracked. Yes. I need a back massage. Anyways, in regards to AMC, let's have fun and just watch some comments here. Okay. While everyone panics about AMC, let's look at the history. On January 25th, 2021, after nearly 170% plus in gains over weeks, share offering announced, price fell 20% in an instant, squeezed a day later. Offering completed 27th today after rallying for weeks. Same thing, spot on. So according to this guy, where are we? We're here apparently. So what? Only 1,000% more to go break even for who? Stop mentioning history like it's the first time he did this after January. He did this for 5 years straight, and look at where it's at. A literal penny stock with too big of a float to never run to the same levels. Damn. Somebody, and then the guy who posted this said, when's the last time we have done a share offering after a 200+% rally in price? It's crazy. It's just a back and forth between people who just hate the stock and people who still believe in the stock. Oh. Wendy's stock is a trap made by stock market boomers or conspiracy theories. Here, Wendy's, who are out of touch with the current market, it's a distraction. Apparently, it's a distraction from AMC. How is this a distraction from AMC?
They were taken over.
Let's see what this guy says.
All right, what's going on, folks? So I'm just going to be going over Wendy's really quick. Right now, this is the biggest thing on the news right now. As you can see, I think it's a distraction from AMC right now in particular, because they see AMC going up and now they're trying to fucking distract everybody. So in today's market update, I'm going to be talking about Wendy's really quick, and then we'll go back to AMC. But you can see here that right now the news comes out really quick that Wall Street Bets is somehow very into Wendy's right now. Okay, first of all, Wall Street Bets, they were taken over and basically compromised back in 2021. After 5 years, nobody really gets on the Wall Street Bets Reddit post. So that's how you can tell this shit is run by boomers that are basically trying to get people to jump onto this stock. It's a trap, and I'll explain to you why. If you look here, just going straight to the quick facts here. Obviously, it's not the fundamental analysis that we're going to be going over on here. Obviously, right now the fundamentals are starting to get weaker on this thing. But what the main thing I'm looking at here, remember I told you about the trap. What does that say right there? Institutional ownership, 92%. That means institutions own 92% of the float. the shares float, okay, of 169 million. So this is getting to a low float because it's 169 million. But look at the short float. It's right now they see that people are looking for short squeezes, right? So they see the short float at 30. Anybody that sees the short float at 30%, they're going to jump on it and be like, man, this shit's going to squeeze. All right? Which it kind of might will, but you got to remember, there is an institutional ownership of 92%. So that's a trap. Okay? Anybody that's fucking smart would know that Wall Street Bets was taken over already. So you know this is just a hedge fund trap to get people to jump in. Obviously, you can see also the stock twits here.
So yeah, so what do you think about that? Isn't that typical cultish behavior? Oh my god, Wendy's is running 30 to 40%. It's a distraction. Wow. But Adam Aaron just issued a $200 million direct offering to dilute the shares. Is that a distraction? Ay, ay, ay. You know what I mean? Let's see. But according to him too, with AMC, we will be back to $3 and $4 in a month. Adding 95 million shares does not change the overall catalyst off banks de-risking and exiting their swaps on. All AMC did was pull money to pay off debt for a lower interest rate to be more profitable. We'll see about that. We will see about that. It's crazy. It's insane. It's insane what we think about that. To the moon. Charles Gasparino. He posts this. It says to the moon AMC. This guy is funny. Ay, ay, ay. All right, so it is a little late right now. It's 12:19 in the morning. So I do need to wrap this up in a few. But any last words in regards to AMC, let me know. Let me know what you guys think. It seems like it's just staying stationary at $2 after that. We won't know if it's actually going to drop some more, and if the market decides to pull back once again to start falling back down, and if it also falls down alongside with everything else. If Bitcoin also decides to continue to drop back down, we would have to wait and see what it does. Either breaks below 59,000 or actually decides to break back out of here and go back to 62,000. But and also don't forget the data that's being released tomorrow morning, or actually at 8:30 in the morning. That's what, 5:30 in the morning for you guys in the Pacific Coast. So that's 6:30 in the morning, I forgot. personal income, core PCE, CPI, pretty much, and GDP growth rate, and all of that. So just watch out for that. Other than that, I know there was other tickers that was listed on here by you guys. So in case, list it up on Discord, and we'll do some research. And yeah, so let's wrap it up. And I want to wish you guys a great night and much love to you all. So thank you to you, Zelly, Eric, Adrian, Fishy. Thank you to Big JR. Shout out to you, Big JR, Richard, Gabe. his name is now, it's not Joker of Babylon, it's Crispy something. Hold on. It's Crispy Drippy. And then shout out to Misty Blue. Again, Big JR, thank you for dropping by. Hopefully you did not miss Nixie, the Nixie TA. GCA, shout out to you. And everybody who wasn't able to make it tonight, but still in our thoughts, and wishing you a great rest of your week. So with that being said, what the hell just happened? What? Uh-oh. What did I do? Why am I on the screen? Oh, great. What did I do to my screen? What is this? Hold on. What did I just click? Oh no. Oh great. What just happened? Ay ay ay. What is this? Guys, my screen just went like, oh wait. Oh, there you go. Okay, there you go. I think I just got it. Alright, there you go. She was bad hoe. Rest and piss Amy. Damn, Fishy, you came out of nowhere with that one. What happened? Yeah, good luck in the markets later. We'll also keep an eye on the airlines. I didn't even get to talk about oil. But you know what's crazy? Oil, US oil, just a quick heads up. US oil at $69.36 per barrel. You have, oh wait, guys, wait a minute, holy sh! Wait a minute. You have oil down 0.75% at 69.35. You have gold officially below 4,000 at $3,995 per ounce. Silver now at $57.29 an ounce. Platinum at 1,570. Palladium at 1,174. Copper at 606. Yo. Oh, it's dropping. Oh, we're definitely dropping. But the dollar index is increasing. So I just wanted to show you guys that. That's insane. Oh, and the Asian markets, Hang Seng, down negative 1.37%. Yo, what? Oh, this might be trickling down later on in the markets. And Japan? What's Japan? Oh, Japan is bussing right now. Japan, let me see. Oh, they've been trending up. They're trending up. So right now, yeah, futures is, well, still half a percent. Still 0.5%. NASDAQ 1.76%. No way. The US 100 down. Dow Jones Industrial negative 0.23%. Okay. Yeah, I just thought to show you guys what's going on with precious metals, because it's dropping. Bro, what, really? This is probably gonna be a buy the dip moment in precious metals and any ETFs that you guys have been looking at. Not financial advice. So just to give you a heads up on that. And you already know EXK and all the other stocks. Yeah, that's right. Because EXK following the trend, hitting a low of 771. I said Amy, last words for Amy. All right, now I'm gonna go. Now I'm gonna go to bed. So any last words for Amy? I guess just wait until the next bottom. Again, either $2 or $1.75, and then from there get $2 calls for January of next year, and that's it. Not financial advice. All right, yo. Again, take care. Good luck in today's trading. Love y'all. Have a great night. Stay focused. Lock in. Don't trade with emotions. Manage your risks. Set your limits. Make that money. And just know that everything and anything said in this stream and every video that I make in this channel, the Lion's Den, in the Lion's Den, are strictly in my opinion, and it's not financial advice. So always do your own research and make smart decisions. Love you all. Yeah, have a good night. And see you in the next Lion's Den with yours truly, LionOfAllTradez.